Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So in front of us, we have the 2023 Mini Cooper two-door hardtop John Cooper Works, finished off in Moonwalk Gray Metallic. These have an MSRP right around $40,000. And so we have a fun, very fun and small, but yet practical vehicle. Now, up underneath the hood, this is powered by the 2-liter twin power turbo 4. It is paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. This pumps out 228 horsepower, 235 pound-feet of torque. Sent to the front wheels, it will propel this 2,900-pound vehicle from 0 to 60 in just under 6 seconds. Top speed is 149, and you're looking right around 22 miles per gallon in the city, 31 out on the highway. Now for the exterior styling, still has that Mini Cooper classic design with the grille right in the middle, gloss black mustache running across the top. We have all of the red accents, a part of that John Cooper Works package. Plenty of cutouts, parking sensors as well up front, more gloss black, and some trim accents on both sides. This does get LED headlights, DRLs, and turn signals, and that circular design. The hood also cuts around that, so when you open it up, you can easily see that cutout for the headlights. Cool trim piece in the front. It's not functional. Would be nice to see that as a functional trim piece. And then for the side, 17-inch set of wheels that are gloss black. We have the John Cooper Works brakes, center wheel caps too, another badge on the side. What's interesting is this color combo. With the gray, we have white for the mirrors and the roof, gloss black for the gas cap, and then chrome that separates the entire middle section of the car basically. But it has a nice design from the side. I'm digging the two-tone. We have some plastic for the trim accents and a good bulge in the lower side skirt there. Now in back, pretty neat spoiler up top with the cutouts to provide air to go through. There's the third brake light, wiper blades, and then the LED taillights still retain the classic British flag design on both sides. There's a backup camera with all these sensors, even a center exit dual exhaust, which is neat to see for a little car like this. Now you can use the button on the key fob as well to release this back, but this is the space that you get. This is everything that I have with me for the day. So it's good for one person. You have the back seat space if you don't have people there, and you can fold them down too. So it's a little bit tight, but if you're buying this, obviously you know what you're getting into. And we have the grab handles up top that mimic the interior door handle releases, which is a nice touch to see. Now working our way to the interior, pretty basic for the door panel. You have your window controls. We have the upgraded audio sound system, the Harman Kardon, a little bit of storage. What's cool is that lock and unlock is on the release handle. That's not new from Mini Cooper, but it's a neat design to see. And then for these leather seats, have a really nice design to them. They are manual adjusting for everything. And if I want to hop into the back, I can pull this bar here, slide it forwards, and then bring the backrest up. And at 5'10", I can hop into the back. Now, honestly, I don't have any complaints. Aside from there's no air vents, so hopefully the airflow can get back here. It's incredibly spacious. Armrest, 3 cup holders, speakers, large windows, even the sunshade too. So this is a practical 4-seater. I could easily ride around in the back and be just as fine. And then you just have to pull, you can adjust that, and you just have to pull that bar to slide this back. But let's fire this up. We can go over the rest of this info. We have the leather wrapped steering wheel. On this side, cruise and adaptive cruise. There's also paddle shifters and then Bluetooth and voice commands. The arrows here, there's volume, but the arrows are just for your audio and the head-up display. So those are shortcuts to be able to get through that. The gauge cluster is not configurable. I haven't found anything to be able to go through that aside from your MPG and your reset. But as you can tell with the circular design, we have the tach, miles per hour, fuel level too. That's pretty much all you get. Now on the left side, headlight adjustments, dimmer switches, trunk release is down below. And then for the infotainment system here, it's very easy to go through. You have some apps you can go into. You have Mini here where you can go through all of this various information and configure it the way that you need to. We can go into the navigation settings so you can enter all that info, and then you have phone and your media. Now on the home screen, you can also swipe through all of this information. Very similar to the older BMW screens. A little bit different layout, of course. It's a twist on the BMW, but BMW owns Mini, so you would expect to see some similarities. Power and volume is underneath that with tuning, all of the modes, and then you do get dual zone. So we have temperature, fan speed in the middle, a few other controls there. You even get heated seats, and then the rest of the defrosters and recircs are in the middle. Now for all the toggles, there's parking sensors, the engine start stop, we have the actual engine start stop button, traction control, and then the sport modes that you can toggle between. There's some auxiliaries down below with some storage and 2 cup holders. And then you can also use all of these to go through this screen up top. So very similar to a BMW again, where you can use that or the screen itself. Now reverse is forwards, where we have that backup camera and the sensors, and then drive and manual, so you can shift here or with the paddles themselves. E-brake is down below too, and then you can actually lift the center armrest out of the way. A little bit of storage underneath it, and then we have wireless charging above it, so you can place your phone in there. And the glove box, of course, has a good amount of space. Now up top, there's toggles for the dome lights as well as the sunroof. Manual sunshades, both front and rear. And as you can tell, pretty much no obstructions with this vehicle. So let's get it out on the road. And from second gear, here we go. Wow, that actually puts you back in your seat a little bit between shifts. I wasn't expecting that. It definitely gets up and moves. I would say that this is not underpowered by any means. Obviously, from my perspective, I would love to see more power from this little car, but for the power that it has and the weight of it, that got up and moved. You'd have no problems merging into traffic, anything like that. This is going to be a very fun vehicle to take on some twisty roads and really excel at cornering and those handling characteristics with some power to get you out of those turns and of course get you moving through the roads. But right around 40 grand for this John Cooper Works. The John Cooper Works package doesn't give you a whole lot. I do believe that the suspension is one of those, and you get the wheels and all the badging and things like that. Maybe the sound system, so there might be a little bit more than what I'm saying. But it's definitely a cool package to go with. And as far as maneuverability, such a tiny vehicle. So turning radius is tight, and as we merge back out into traffic here, got a little bit of wheel chirp in there, being front wheel drive, and I wasn't even doing anything extreme there. So that is one disadvantage for front wheel drive, is that, but it's not overpowered where you would consistently do that, which is nice to see. And I'm sure there's some suspension components and other things to kind of help with any torque steer, anything like that. But super comfortable. I love the visibility. It's a big bubble that you can see 360. There are no blind spots for this car. And you have some nice materials. It's a good layout. It's a very simple car, so if you're just looking to get into it and drive, that's basically what you're going to do. There's really not much to configure. There's some settings in the middle there, but everything is laid out accordingly, and that's just what you're gonna do. Just push one button and you're set to go. So I like the simplicity of it. Seems like a very fun, smaller vehicle to own, yet it's still practical with the room behind the front seat. So I like that for its size, you can put some things in. Now it may be your only vehicle, but it may not, and it would be a good second vehicle if you still wanted a little bit of practicality and things like that. So that'll wrap it up for the 23-year model for this Mini Cooper John Cooper Works. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Give it a huge thumbs up. Consider smashing that subscribe button. I will see you all in the next video.